read out of the pistol. Okay, how does zone read come about? Out of the pistols, about year 3 of the pistol offense, we figured out that we had a young quarterback who could run a little bit, and we wanted to get some zone read action in for it. And we started out the first spring and had him offset, shotgun style, and we loved what we were doing, but we kind of go, well, geez, we're a pistol to do everything else, and then we're offset shotgun to run zone read. This ain't going to work. We're a pistol team. So that's, we start working, experimenting with being able to run the zone read from the pistol formation. And, you know, I had great success with it. Kind of go over the concepts of it. I'll get to the zone read part right here. Okay, in the zone read family, in our zone read family, there are 6 members of the family. We will learn 3 of them today. We will learn the one-man game, 2-man game, and 2-man game with a lead. And what that means, one-man game is there's no read. We are handing the ball off. We're making it look like zone read. We're making it look like triple option. Okay, this is the last phase of the zone read family. You must be running these first. Basically, you go to the one-man game when teams are trying to make your quarterback run on the perimeter. Okay, best example, I'll just draw one up, but we'll see it on film. But what people started to do to the zone read is they crash this in, and they would assign the safety to the quarterback along with the backer. Okay? So what they're doing is they're trying to make the quarterback pull the football, and then they got somebody for the quarterback you can't get a hat on. So what we started doing there, we started going to a one-man game where we made it look like all the nuances of the triple. We got people running to here, and we would kick out this end here and hand the football. So it really, because they were gap short, they were overplaying the quarterback. So that's really the definition of the one-man game. It's the last part of it. You have to get the 3-man, 4-man, all the other stuff working. And then when you see people say, hey, we are going to force the quarterback to run and bring more defenders to the quarterback, that's when you got to give them the same appearance of the triple option but hand the ball off. 2-man game is quarterback or running back keeping the ball. So you're either reading the defensive end, linebacker, you got to read, and either the quarterback or the running back is carrying the ball. 2-man game with the lead is you got to bring a blocker. So when you game plan, always when you game plan on Sunday, you say, okay, you put up the formation, you put up the defense, you say if the quarterback pulls the ball, is everybody blocked on the perimeter? You say, oh no, they got an alley defender. Then we must bring a blocker for him. Okay? So that's what 2-man game with a lead is. Whenever you game plan 2-man game with a lead, you're also game planning your triple option. So I'll just put a real base look to kind of show what we're saying. So, say we have this set right here. So, we pulled the ball out, we zone that up, we zone that up, zone that up. When we pull it, our quarterback carries it, he's unblocked. So I got to bring a lead for him. So you bring a little motion, and you bring a lead for him. But anytime you do 2-man game with a lead, so you've made that game plan, you've also made your triple option. They're married. What I mean by that now, all you got to do is do this, bring that same motion, and bring him behind, and you pitch off of that guy. So, 2-man game with a lead, 3-man game are married. Okay? And then my favorite is 2-man game with a double lead. Okay, and that is married to four-man game, and what we mean there, four-man game is triple option with a lead blocker in the alley. Okay, so this is always showing a great for him. We won't get into this in this talk, but we can get into it in this afternoon's talk. This is always one of my favorites right here, is to go unbalanced. Alright, go unbalanced right here. Bring the motion, dive, pitch, lead. Okay, this is good stuff. Okay, so started running this and had great success with it. But here's the deal. We would go, we're doing great, and we were pitching the ball. They were making us pitch, and this guy, this receiver would gain about 7-8 yards. Very productive. I started looking at myself going, you know, you're kind of a dumbass. You got the best runner on the field here, and he's getting the ball on the perimeter, and we're making him pitch. Okay? Why don't we do this? And this is where the double league was created. And you come here too, so you block the alley, you block the guy we were pitching off of, and you go run fast. Okay? Because you're the best runner on the field, and then that's where the double league got really awesome. So, but when you game plan, two-man game with a double lead equals four-man game, which was that. Now, if your best runner is this guy, then run the four-man game and pitch it to him. That at that time was our best runner. Okay? But those are the 6 members of the pistol zone read family. Okay? Those are the 6 members right there. Okay, here are the base principles. The running back has the right of way to vertical push. What we're saying there, that running back's behind the quarterback. When he steps, lead step there, he is putting that second step right in that quarterback's crotch. It is the quarterback's responsibility to clear out of the way. And he has a window. We tell that quarterback, well, we need right away to vertical push. We're running the zone read game. I'll just draw real big here. So we're reading that in right there. He steps, second step. That is his window right there. Okay, and if there is nothing on that window, you stay in that push. What kills this play, kills any zone play, is penetration. These backs cannot be cutting behind the line of scrimmage. They have to get into the movement. Why? Okay? Who are we helping again, guys? Sorry, I help the O-line as much as I can. I coach the O-line. If we don't help those guys, we got problems. Okay? But if this running back is making his cuts back here, we'll never get to those backers. We will never, ever get to those backers. But if that running back is pressing, those backers will come to us. We'll capture them. It's so important that the back is on the same page as you. And I've been really fortunate. You know, as coordinator in Nevada, the backs, we met with the O-line to do film work. And then when I went to Arkansas, Coach Petrino let me have the backs, you know, once a week for film meeting on zone. So it's really good because they were all hearing the same thing. We're all in the same, boy, we would pump each other up. You know, when we got a big push and we captured it there, when we were in that meeting, we were praising the back. So these big guys were hearing, hey, that's the way to push. And stay on the wall there. You made our O-line's block great. And boy, O-line's doing, yeah, thank you. You know? Thank you. And the back, what we would show there when we captured movements and then allow penetration, you know, we'd say, hey, good job. And anyway, it really built a hell of a camaraderie, okay, between the backs and the O-line. But the back has the right of way to vertical push. Okay? As he's coming in there, he's going to work back toward the quarterback. You'll see this on film, stress at the end. We grade our backs on zone read. If they don't carry the football, you got to run as if you have the ball. Okay, we want to make sure they're hitting the right walls. We call walls are terms that we use. So we teach our back now. The coaching of the back is so crucial. in the zone read if you're going to be real good at it. Okay, on that window there, I stay, I hug it, Okay, now eventually when color shows, when I get on a wall, I'm going to stay tight to those alignment. You'll see what this means on film. Space is not your friend. Meaning if that wall's there, I don't want to see any daylight between the wall and the running back. I want them skimming those old linemen's ass. That's what brings the blocks to the blockers. Very important. Base principles of the running back. Okay? Space is not your friend. Quarterbacks, you're going to lateral step to the side or hop to open. We don't overcoach this very much. Maybe I don't know if people say, I've heard some people talk about pistol zone read and they had an hour dissertation on what the quarterback's supposed to do footwork wise. Okay, here's what you do. Catch the ball, hop, get out of the way, get your eyes on the end. Okay? Okay, coach. That's how simple it is. The back's got the right of way. Get your eyes on the read. Okay? Extend the ball, bend your knees. Be a football player, but hop, step, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Don't. I heard a gun guy, he takes a J step when he reads this, and an L. Say, what the hell? Just get the hell out of the way. Let the back go downhill. Read the guy. Read, I don't know. That's something I learned from Coach Alt, who's a pretty damn good coach. Okay? He says, don't have paralysis by analysis. He taught us all that as young coaches. Keep it simple. Okay? Catch the ball, hop, step, get the hell out of the way. Let the back come downhill. Okay? O-line, you're going to zone block. If I could teach you guys, or not teach, but give my thoughts on anything today, is you cannot allow penetration. It's the whole key. That back's got to be able to push. Okay? We push the front, we create double teams or clamps. I'm going to explain that in a minute. Our base step, guys, is 6 inches by 2 inches. That's our zone step. We don't bucket, we don't step back. We're 6 by 2. It's a very aggressive zone blocking. And we're going to knock you off the football. What we're going to do is create clamps, double teams. Meaning, if I'm a play side guard and I got a center and I got an inside shade, I'm going to zone step, I'm going to clamp that guy. We're going to create a double team. If I'm a tight end and I've got an inside technique, I'm not going to step around and escape to the backer. I'm going to step through and clamp. My most favorite one to teach is the center. Free technique, shade. I see this a lot. There's a backer there where the center steps over to the 3 works away, and he leaves that shade. This play is dead. It's dead, because once again, if you leave that shade and he penetrates, the back does what? He cuts back here, and the back is straight, you're done. We teach our center, and it's got to be drilled every day. You got to be committed to this now. It's not a sometimes thing, because center's got to work, but if he steps and checks that 3 goes away, he clamps that shade. We get ass to ass, so our back can press. We're creating double teams. No penetration. It's the whole key to the zone read. Okay, and then your backside tackle needs to know who the quarterback player is. Alright? Meaning, I'm reading that guy. As I release there, if that guy does that, oh, that's the quarterback player. I got to capture him. It's my job. And boy, you got to work this drill. That's why, kind of our secret, at least I thought, was we flipped our line, our quick tackle was backside of our zone read. He became an expert at this. Our strong tackle was on double team. He was a big old mauler brawler type. Quick tackle's great athlete. I've been very fortunate to have a lot of great quick tackles. But boy, that kid was taught, boy, that end's coming on my butt. Boom, I better go capture that guy now. Okay? And the other thing I've heard, I don't believe this, is people tell the quarterback when you pull it, circle the defense. I don't know if you've all heard that term before. Circle the defense. Bullshit. Okay? I run out here, and that guy's there, and that old lineman pushes that guy out there, cut behind him. Don't try to run around him. You're a ball carrier now. Okay? That guy's scraping, and he's working his ass off, running him out of bounds, and you're trying to run around me? You cut off his ass right there and score. Okay? So we never use the term circle the defense with the quarterback, ever. We told that quarterback when he pulled the ball, you're a running back. Be one. Be one. The lineman's giving you a two-way go, then run right up his ass and cut off of it. The lineman's pushing a guy hard out here, cut behind it. Okay? But this backside tackle's got to know what they're doing there. And they got really, really good. We got tackles that they could feel the end come down, and they clamp back on the end. And our quarterback would see the straight defender, and he'd see the tackle clamp, and he'd hand the ball as an automatic give read. We've had tackles when they escaped. If the guy was soft, we'd go get him. And then I always call that a trick backer. And then what a fade backer is one that lets you release, and then he plays both. The backer's playing the dive and the quarterback. And if he sees the ball pull, he comes out there. So we always teach our tackle, you got to go right down the cylinder, and you got to be able to play both. So this is something you do. We drill this every day. We take the back side of this, and we work the reads. If you're going to be committed to zone read is option, guys. Okay? We all grew up in coaching. Barry Switzer, the great Oklahoma Wishbone teams, they didn't practice option once a week. They repped it 1,000 times a week. This stuff's got to get repped. If you're committed to it, you say, I'm going to be a zone read team. You are now an option team. And you got to practice it. So this is done every day with that backside tackle, working a trick backer, a fade backer, working a jam in, all the possibilities. Okay? And we'll see also we teach them what a lock is, where we'll lock the guy and we'll read the backer. That really gashes their world. But all of a sudden you start reading that backer. Okay? But you got to know that this is so important. But those principles, guys, create double teams. You have got to coach the hell out of that. Create double teams. Okay? All right, two-man game. When you game plan a two-man game, guys, when you have a one-high safety team, okay? One high safety, I'm going to use two-man game. So what I'm saying here, okay, if this quarterback pulls the football, there's nobody in the alley, I don't need to borrow any blockers. If you really look at it, it's against one-high principles. When the box is loaded, so if you're one back and there's 7 in the box with a tight end, or you're a spread set and there's 6 in the box, that's when you don't need to borrow blockers. You don't need to bring people to the party. You can read the end and go, I love this set. Let's remember this tray set here. This is one of my favorite formations because you can choice your zone read. That's another advantage of the pistol. If you're choicing your zone read, you're not moving your back around. Defense doesn't know, that end is an alert. Okay, back's offset to me. Be alert for zone read. But remember this formation. You got a 7-man box, 1 high. You're going to send your zone blocking strong. We're going to read it weak. If this end makes a mistake, that guy's a middle of the field player. You got a chance. Okay? So a 2-man game. Okay, there's no lead. There's no alley defenders, 1 high. So let's take a look at some of this. I got game and practice tape mixed in here. So there's your 1 high look. There's your tray formation. The box is loaded. So we're going to read there. We're going to go zone strong. We're going to read that defender right there. Okay, we're going to read that defender because we got no alley runner. Good little play. So let's watch the center though. See how he created a clamp right there? So now there's no color. That back could push the window. So we're letting that back run right downhill and push. We're not running off and leaving that right there. If you watch the tight end clamp. Okay, that's a nice clamp right there. So we created double team there. We've covered people up. We've covered people up. There's a clamp right there. So the back can press, but that's why we want to use the 1-man game right here. There's 7 in the box. There's no alley defender. Same exact look. One high. We'll come right there. Let's watch the center again. You're going to check the 3. See the clamp? There's no. Now the back can press. So if we were to hand this ball off, that back can press. He doesn't have to cut. He could press. He could press this, and that brings the blocks right there. And I really like our tackle backside here. Watch him take the fade backer, takes him square. This backer's trying to play dive and quarterback. He takes him square in the cylinder and covers him. Now he's got it blocked. Now he's got it blocked right there. Okay? Really like this though. Really like that clamp right there. That's a hell of a clamp. Okay? Quarterback hops out of the way. Extends the ball. His eyes are on the read. Pulls it and goes. All right, let's watch the backside. This is on here. Talk about the tackle right here. Okay, there's a fade backer, a trick backer right there. He's blocked. That's the quarterback player right there. Go, 5 yards. I'll take 5 yards, guys. I'm not very good at math, but I know you add multiples of 5, you're getting first downs and touchdowns, right? Okay, first downs and touchdowns. It doesn't always have to go for 90 yards. It gains yards. You run a power play and you gain 5 yards. Are you happy? Hell yeah, you are. Then you should be happy gaining 5 yards doing this too. 5 yards is 5 yards.
Coach, is your running back aiming at A-gap, cheek of the center? What is his aiming for?
He's taking half of that quarterback, and that's his. We just say that's your window. Okay. So you take your lead step, and then you go right for where that quarterback's crotch was. Okay. And then that's your window. See, his window right there is covered. If he would have been handed the ball, he should be running right there. There's his wall right there. We're going to get some looks here of the running back getting the ball in a minute. This is really to illustrate that backside tackle. I like that. He's blocked. Okay, and the quarterback's not trying to circle the defense. He gets his butt up in there, gains yardage. Okay? So same premise. We're just window dressing it. This is two-man game. Okay, we're going to run away from the motion, so we went right back to that tray formation. We're going to see a hell of a clamp on the backside here. A hell of a clamp on the backside. Okay. And this quarterback, we had a pistol package for him. You can see why. Okay. He could run. And he was a very effective pistol package. But right there, here's the clamp on the backside, because that's where the back's window is. See the clamp there? So the back's able to press. See the guard work back right there, and see what it does? It brings, see how we're able to capture this. We didn't run off and leave this guy. That's a hell of a clamp right there. Hell of a clamp. Okay? Right there. Nice clamp. Nice clamp. There's your read. Right there. Okay, but we're really illustrating the clamp. There's your clamp. The back's on that track. Good read right there. It sucked though. This was a spring game, red and white game. I was coaching on the white team. And I'm over there shocking the offense. Now I look up and see that big bugger going downfield. Ah, dang. Hit by your own bullets. But he ended up scoring a lot of touchdowns for us as well. This track's on here for the backside tackle. This is showing against a fade linebacker. So here's the backer going fade on us. This quick tackle here, this guy's going to try to play bolt and then fade late. He's got to stick and stay on it. And this is drilled every day with this tackle. He's got to block this guy. He's got to block both the dive, okay, and the quarterback. That's a great job. I really like the running back here. See him stay on his window right there? Can you visualize that end plays out there? He stayed right on it, and see how it brings the blocks to the lineman. He stays right on that. This is a good running back. He gives good examples. Play for your hometown team. Okay? But I mean, right there, that's a great, great illustration right there. But staying right on your track. Okay? Staying right on track. Once again, I like the center. See the clamp? Okay? He gets enough of a clamp that we can cover that shade, and that back can stay downhill. And then this is a great job by the backside tackle, capturing the fade backer. Okay, same thing, just motioning to it again. I always think if you can motion, window dress things, you really add right there. So right here, they're going to clamp this end right there. So just motion over, watch the clamp there. Creates a double team right there. Very nice. Okay, watch the center here. So once again, if you visualize that end staying out there, you see how the back would have been able to stay right on that. We're letting the back press, we're capturing linebackers. We're capturing linebackers right there. So again, we read the end. Okay, he needs to get his eyes on the end. I think he pretty much predetermined to keep that one. There we go. Let's watch the running back now. So right there, that's his window. That's the color that could come to his window. We need to clamp that color right there. So that color's clamped. He's going to run that window. Now there's color in his window right there. Don't cut. Press it. If you cut right now, we will never block this guy. Run right out and bring the block to us. That's getting on a wall. That's a really, really good running back play right there. Really, really good running back play. He ran right at that window. Now he's on the wall. Okay? He gets right there. Space is not your friend. You should be vertical right there. That is really, really good running back play. Really good running back play right there. So again, we got two clamps being laid though. See how the guard didn't go off and leave him? This guy decided to run through the back door. Okay, what do we teach in double team? This is at least what I teach. Whoever, in a double team scenario, whoever is the closest guy to the linebacker has the eyes. I think that's an important point. So he has eyes, he has eyes. So if I don't feel this center pushing me off, that means that guy ran through the back door. Stay on it, stay clamped. Real important. Real important. Okay, if this guy gets over the top, I'll push you off on him. Whoever is closest. So if this linebacker was lined up right there, he would have the eyes. He would have the responsibility. It works. I like it. Okay, I like it. That's on any of our double teams, whether we're blocking power or that. That's what we teach. But once again, this is really good to illustrate in running back play here. Really, really love that. Boys tight on that wall. Well done. Well done. Okay, mix in a little. This is good for the tackle now. Who is the quarterback player? We'll see this from the end zone. This will make sense. Okay. And once again, these backs, man, they gotta be like they're shot out of a cannon, guys. Okay. Now you're hitting that thing fast. You're downhill. So you come up there. What happened here is the linebacker left the box. This tackle's got on and outside. So he knows I'm going to lock on this guy, and that's now the read. That's now the read. The end is not the read anymore because the backer left the box. He knows I'm going to lock that right there. We're going to clamp to there. Check that. Good clamp by the center. So see how there's no penetration? So watch the running back. He's going to run right at that window, and then there's his wall. There's his wall. That's a great run. It's a 6-yard gain. Yeah, we lost the block there. I understand that. You know, but we gained 6. But by this kid running, hey, this is real good running back play. He's staying right on that. There's his wall right there. But what enabled that is this clamp right there. This clamp, so he could press. If that center would have left that, he's cutting back there. These guys are fading. We got problems. Okay, and then our tackle understood it's on and outside. I'm locking this. Quarterback knows that's the read. That's the read now in the one-man game. Okay, once again, this is a one high look. They're actually kicking the coverage right here. The quarterback knows there's no alley defender. Okay, and please remember this tray formation, because I'm going to show you how you can sit in this formation and choice your one-man game all day. You can choice it. The quarterback, you just got to know, quarterback's got to know if there's an alley defender. He knows they're kicking the coverage, rolling it here. They're soft right there. Once again, we're going to zone to that. We got to capture him. Okay. So this guy is lined up on the guard. We never clamp back when they're lined up on the guard. It's got to be on the center. But see, now we laid a clamp there. Watch the left guard or the strong guard. His guy went inside. He put his second step right in the crotch, and that's what we teach. So each step, second step goes in the crotch. So we've created a clamp right there instead of going around. If we go around and leave it, this guy's going to penetrate. You cannot have penetration, guys. This back doing a good job. He's running right on the wall he would run. Okay, if we handed him the ball, there's his wall right there. There's his wall. This is a one-man game. There's nobody out there. We'll take that any day. This is a real good example, and we'll also talk about blitz. I love this. I love one-man game against what we call the double dog blitz. So they're going to blitz. It's cover zero all the way. Okay? But this is where we're really going to talk about clamps when we get to the end zone view here. Okay? Okay, let's talk about this blitz right here. Okay? First things first, that's the read. Okay, that's now the read. I'm going to lock. And see how fast that happened? For that quick tackle, that's all he does. He does that drill every day. He's an expert. He's a master in his craft, as I like to say. Okay? We know we're getting this blitz here. He's penetrating. He's penetrating. How do you block it? This is my philosophy. Do you double that, or do you double that? Okay? The goal is what? We do not want penetration in these windows here. This tackle knows I am on my own. We are going to clamp and double that so our back can press. Why? We got to capture one guy on this blitz. Who do we have to capture? The linebacker. He's the one who's responsible for the running back. If we can get him into the movement, we win. But I found out if you double this guy, and the center goes there, it's a bitch on that center, and you've got penetration right there, the back sees that, starts cutting, this guy will scrape and kill you. But by clamping right there, see how there's no penetration? Now watch the back press it. See how now we capture that guy. And that's a hell of a job by that running back. Because he trusted there's none in his window. He go, oh, there's daylight there, but if he cuts now, that guy makes the tackle. He does. He makes the frickin', that's why you got to be on the same page. You got it. Backs and O-line. You can't go over having quarterbacks and running backs do run timing on air. Shit. This one high, run it to the quick side. 2 high, arc your tight end. 2 tight ends, okay? All you do is look at the tackle. Okay? If there's only one guy outside the tackle on the line, that's the way you go with it. Then here's how you borrow blockers, guys. So you can bring a wings, you bring this is actually a wing. This is another one of my drawings. That's actually a wing. So he's a yard by yard, and he's on the snap, he's going to that alley. Or you can motion him. Bottom line is, you just draw it up, and you say, okay, if a quarterback pulls the ball, that was the first drawing we put on the board, do we have the alley block? And once again, 2-man game with the lead is equal to what? Triple. If you want to bring this guy behind as a pitch, then that's your pitch. Depends on who you want running the ball. Look at some. So tight end's going to arc. This is too high. That's too high look right there. Created a clamp. I don't like our backside guard. He's too quick, people. Way too quick. He needs to clamp that longer. Okay, we got color in that back's mirror. I don't like that. Tight end needs to arc to there. This is early. We were just learning this scheme. Okay, tight end needs to arc to there. We'll get some better looks on that. There we go. Here's that 2 tight end set we were talking about. So 2 tight end set. Okay, he's going to arc to the safety. This is one hell of a clamp. That is one hell of a clamp. Okay, I really like using these tapes because these are great demonstrators. They always say, get the best demonstrators possible. All right, these are really good demonstrators. That kid just won a Super Bowl ring with the Seahawks the other day. And that guy plays for the Packers, and he plays for the Vikings. And yeah, it's fun. Those are good demonstrators. Okay, fuck. Make me a real good coach. That's why recruiting is not overrated. It's the key. You get real good players. But what I like there, look at the clamp the kid lays. See, now have back and just press. We will capture this guy now. We will capture it. He's got to, because we're going to run right at him. See how he run right at him for 5-yard gain. That's really nice. He could have stayed on it. I would have told him stay on it even longer. See, you're cutting too soon. I want you cutting right off his button. That's what we would have said in the film meeting. We would have said that in the film meeting. We would have said, hey, you needed to press right to there and then cut space. See, space isn't your friend. There's space there, son. I mean, that's how we coach him in the media. He's a good back. I love how he's playing for the Texans right now. Good little tough-ass player. But right there, we would have said, hey, you need to stay tighter. Okay, to help us capture plus. Put him, you don't want to run out to that safety, but that's a nice clamp right there. Real good clamp. All right, this is nice. Okay, this is window dressing. Remember how we showed on the down pass where we motioned to that? We just motioned to our tray formation. We're just window dressing it, and he's going to arc, block the alley. Okay, he's going to arc, block the alley. He should bypass and go to the next level. Receiver's too high rule is bypass the alley. But we're just window dressing that right there. So we should lay a clamp right there, which we did. We should lay a clamp right, oh, that's a beautiful clamp. You see the back, he stays right on. There's no color on that window. Go. Okay, and all we did was window dress this thing. So, we talked earlier, we can run horn off this motion. I know I'm jumping a little bit. We can run horn, we can run down pass, or we can run this. All off the same motion. It's a pretty neat little package. And then you can run a little boot scheme. And you run a little boot scheme. But you lay the clamp right there, and this back can stay right on this track. Okay? This is really a good illustration of why you got to stay. We could press, and we need to stay on our clamp long. This should have been a touchdown. Okay? I mean, it's a nice game. There's no doubt about it. So watch the clamps being laid. And this is drilled every day. Because we movement. See how we come back, second step in the crotch right there? Okay, they're moving. we come back, we've got to clamp the movement. Do not leave it. Do not leave. So we got both these guys, both these deep tackles are on movement there. You watch both old linemen bring their second step back to the crotch. So we call this movement, we do this drill every other day. Wouldn't you say, Pete? Yeah. Pete worked with me at Iowa State last year on the O-line. And yeah, we do this about twice a week. And we just do this drill. Threes become ones become threes. And you just drill it. So they get second step right in the crotch. Boom. You see how they're both clamped? Okay? That's when you know your drill work's showing up, when it looks the same. So now, this guard should have stayed a little, don't need to chase this guy. Stay on, keep pushing it, because we want to run him, but we needed to stay there. If this guy didn't trip him right there, he probably scores. Well, he would have scored. He's really fast. So I like the run. I like how he pressed right to there. So again, we arc the tight end. Okay, this is a slot trips formation. Okay. The good clamps right there. We're right on that movement there. Stay tight. Okay, chance for, that was a good game. Good game. All right. Here it is in more in game here. This is actually double lead. This is what we talked about earlier, but this really gives good illustration. I want to show the center clamp on the backside. And this is an actual double lead. We got two leads. Okay, we got two leads right there. See the center come back and clamp that right there. So this back could press. I would really like to see the tackle lock on that end right there. Okay, there's too much friction right there. Stay on that right there. There's your double lead right there. Okay, lead with that back and lead with that wing. So in our mind, we wanted the quarterback to run here. This kid's a good runner. Okay.
About 5 minutes, Coach.
Thank you. Okay, here's two-man game again. This team now, that guy's the quarterback player right there. That guy's the quarterback player. Okay? What they're going to do, they were assigning, is they were making this guy crash, and these two guys would run the quarterback. So what we did is we went ahead and locked the read. We put the tackle, we locked the read, so they didn't make us pull it anymore, and then we read him. We read him, and we put the tight end on the quarterback player. So this is two-man game. Now we got the quarterback player blocked. It's a good deal. So you come back there. Once again, watch the clamps in the middle, though. Do you see that right there? It's what you want. If we handed the ball to this running back, there's where he would have ran it. It's a good play. Okay? We're reading this guy right there, and this guy's great. I mean, we could have handed that ball. Okay? Now his role, if in doubt, pull it. Okay? If in doubt, pull it. If your quarterback maybe, you know, other quarterbacks say if in doubt, hand it. Okay? Just depends on what your poison is. But now I really like the blocking of the clamps. I really want to illustrate how those clamps are. Once again, this team was doing this. They were crashing him, okay, on the back and putting him on the quarterback and him on the quarterback. So we said, we're going to cover up your read him, put him on the quarterback. Something we had to adjust to in the game. So now if our quarterback pulls it, we got a hat on everybody. And if this guy stayed outside, we've still got a good sound play. Okay, once again, here's your lead blocker right there. Okay, they're all in the zone here. Okay, we knew this man team, so we're removing this to us. If we can get all your guys in the boundary and have all this green grass here, we'll take it. We'll take it. So once again, we're going to read there. We're going to block right there for the quarterback. That's the quarterback player. So there's your lead right there. Give the quarterback a chance to run. Okay, now, watch the clamp. That's why I came up with double lead. I was stupid coaching not letting that kid run, right? All right, shit. Okay, but there's the clamp. See the clamp there? If this ball would have got handed, we created a wall. That back's pressing the whole way. That's a nice job by that tackle. He's patient. He knows I got to clamp that. Okay, and we could have handed that ball. That guy's great. Okay, that's the if in doubt rule. Okay, he's going to pull it if the guy's in doubt. I really like this right there because the back's got a wall to run on. Okay, that clamp is so important. So again, just removing defenders. There's your quarterback player. Okay, this is actually a version of one-man game right here. I want to get to some one-man game. Let me get by this, but this is a real good illustration of the back getting on the wall. Okay, watch the back get on the wall right here. Watch everything get clamped. Remove their defender there. Nice clamp by that guard. See 62 there? He enables the running back to he'll run downhill so we can capture that guy right there. And he finds a wall right there. Finds a wall right there on the front side. It's good running. Okay, I want to get to a one-man game here, guys. We're going to arc this guy right here. So there's your lead right there. We needed to make that block, but nice clamps right there. Nice clamps on the backside. I really like the running back. See how he stays on it? Stays on that wall. This kid was a real good runner. He's a 4'8" back. Not fast, so he had to do everything correctly. And he did. Stay right on his wall right there. That's skimming the wall. Real good look. Okay, let's get to, we only got a few minutes here. Get to this is the exact same play you saw earlier. Okay? There's your quarterback player again. Remember how we set the tight end up for the quarterback player? Okay, and we read the outside defender and we locked that. If you were to line this guy back up here, it's the same play, but we just window dress. I always fully run the same zone read, but just window dress it. So the quick tackle is still doing the same thing. He's locking that in. Okay, but now we're reading him here. We're going to put the quick tackle up on the quarterback player now. Okay, we're going to read the end and we're going to borrow the blocker for that quarterback player right there. And this is what I'm talking about. Okay, my illustration about circle the defense. Watch the tackle get up to the quarterback player right there and watch where the runner does. Cuts behind him. Okay, becomes a runner.
When you do that wing pulling around, do you give an aiming point on that?
He's going to run the heel line right here, and then after that we just be a blocker. Yeah, because I've heard that too. You know, they're supposed to aim here, there. We repped it so much that he just got good at it. This is really a nice illustration. That's your quarterback player there. Very important when you game plan this, you've got to know who has the quarterback. This team's goal was to make you pull it, have him for a quarterback, and run that guy. Remember, and earlier we ran the tight end up to him. Now we're going to run the tackle up to him. Key is they made us pull it, but we got the quarterback player blocked. He's running out, the tackle runs out, and the runner runs inside. And the runner runs inside. We'll give you one last look. We'll get that. I want to get to a one-man game. Okay, one-man game, guys, is exactly what we just talked about. Okay, we're going to hand the ball. So do you remember that double lead we just ran earlier? Okay. Well, now what we're going to do is we're handing the ball, but we're making it look like double lead, but there is no read. This wing right here is coming to kick out this defensive end. Okay, why? Because this team is figuring they're all going to run to the quarterback. So, and this is real good. We got first and goal on the 9 and just ran this 2 straight times. Nice clamp right there. Real nice clamp. Real nice clamp. Okay? See the back stay right on that window? Really. So here's the next play. Exact next play. It's a good football game against a good team. Okay? Watch everybody run to the quarterback. This is when you run one-man game. You make them think it's double lead. Look at everybody go to the quarterback. But you're kicking out this end. You're not reading them anymore, and we're going to hand the ball. We're going to hand the ball right there. Okay, good clamp. This is great running, and we lost this right here. Okay, the tackle didn't realize what. Remember what we saw earlier? Blitzer, penetrator, penetrator. The double team's there. Remember? You're on your own, son. Okay? You're on your own, and how can you turn that guy loose? Holy shit. That guy's really good. Okay? Holy shit. I mean, talk about who's a double line coach turning clowny guy. My God. But he didn't realize and they made the call. They made the Luke call. You're on your own. That's the look we saw earlier. He needed to base him. Because see what we do? We want to get the clamps there. This back runs it really. Look at that. Look at him get on the wall there. I really like that. That's really good running. Yeah, I'll give you one more example of one-man game. Okay? Last example. He's got quarterback, he's got Allen, and he's going to run with motion. They're all going to play quarterback. All three of these guys are assigned to the quarterback. See them all run over here to quarterback? Okay? Well, that means you got no second level. We're making them think, this looks like double lead. That's the exact same play you just saw in that Arkansas, South Carolina game, except we have the back there. He's leading, he's leading. It's the exact same play, but he's going to kick out the end. We're handing the ball. So this is when you run one-man game, when everybody's starting to overplay your quarterback. That's when you run one-man game. There's no second level. You're going to pop the big runs. So last look here, making this all look like double lead. Your lead, but that's the guy's. We're going to actually trap block him. Okay, going to walk on there. And this takes one guy to make a mistake. And that guy made the mistake. He faded with the quarterback too. So he went to quarterback. And there's no reason. We're handing the ball off. We cut that off. There's the mistake right there. Lose the gap. Lose the gap. Once again, okay, odd front. See how we're creating a clamp right there. He came over, shoved that nose. He didn't go right up the backer. Cut off right there. But that's when you want to use one-man game, when you get people playing your quarterback like that.